Hi, welcome back. Today we are going to see about the components of a protective system, that is protection system. An protection system or an power system, it consists of generator, transformer, transmission line and distribution line, etc. So here in a protection system, it may contain subsystems which contribute to detection and removal of fault in a power system. The main subsystem of the protection system are the transducer, which are used to measure the high voltage and relays. The relays which are used to detect the fault and locate the fault, and circuit breaker. The circuit breaker which is used to trip or it may be an isolate the faulty section. So and it contain a battery also. Here the transducer CT and PT are used to reduce the current and voltage to standard lower value to isolate the protective relay from high voltage of the power system. And this is the simple block diagram or schematic diagram of the components of a protection system. So this is an bus bar. So here we are measuring the current with the help of current transformer, and here we are measuring the voltage with the help of voltage transformer. So all the current and voltage which is taken into the relay. So if the reference current is 10 amps, but the actual current is 17 amps. Now we are comparing the both current 10 amps and 17 amps. Now we can understood the current level is abnormal. So if the current level is abnormal, the relay is identified, the relay is detected, there is a fault in the power system. So immediately the relay gets operated and the contact will be closed. So because of the switch is closed, the battery supplies the current to the trip coil, so the trip coil is getting energization. So because of the coil is energizing, so here it acts as an electromagnet. The electromagnet, it pulls the contact so that the circuit breaker contact gets opened. So because of the open of the circuit breaker, so here we are isolating the faulty section. So this is the general operation of the CT, PT, relay and circuit breaker. So these are the various components in the power system. Okay. So here just you can see an protective relay. It detect and locate the fault, and it use the command to the circuit breaker to disconnect the faulty element. When fault is occurred, the protective system, the relay which are connected to the CT and PT, it actuates and closes the contact to complete the trip circuit has to be closed. So as soon the current will flow from the battery to the energizing coil or to the trip circuit. So as the trip coil of the circuit breaker is energized, the circuit breaker operating mechanism is actuated and it operates for a opening operation to disconnect the faulty element. And the circuit breaker is a mechanical switching device. It is an automatic switching device which can able to make, carry and break the current under normal circuit conditions. Also, it making carrying for a specified time, for automatically it may be breaking or it may be closing during the abnormal conditions also. It is used to isolate the faulty part of the power system under the abnormal condition when the fault is occurred. So in protective relay, it detects the abnormal condition and they send the tripping signal to the circuit breaker in order to isolate the faulty section. And a circuit breaker has two contacts, one is a fixed contact and another one is a moving contact. So under normal operating condition, these two contacts remain in closed position. When the circuit breaker is required to isolate the faulty part, the moving contact moves out in order to interrupt this circuit. So on the separation of contact, the flow of current is interrupted. So that it is safe. We can isolate the faulty section. And so there is an assessment. Can you put your answer in the comment section? Under faulty condition, dash supplies the information to the circuit breaker to open the circuit. So put your answer. There is no option for this assessment. Put your answer in the comment section. Thank you. And these are the few reference books for this topic.